What is happening, men and women of God? God bless you all. Today is one of those that I haven't done for a while, is choosing today's Quran chapter of the day of Allah's amazing word. And I choose chapter 59, the mobilization. Allah's about to get mobile. Show how awesome He is, guys. It's a short chapter, but we want to see what Mr. Allah has to say. So, starting from verse 1. Glorifying Allah is all that exists in the heavens and the earth. He is the Almighty, the Most Wise. Once again, if this Quran is from a first-person point of view, why would Allah say in this chapter, just like all the other repetitive chapters that we come across, Allah is saying, glorifying Allah is all that exists in the heavens and the earth. He is the Almighty, the Most Wise. What do you know? Allah from a first-person point of view, telling somebody else to worship another Allah. Great job. Verse 2. It is He who evicted those who disbelieved among the people of the book from their homes at the first mobilization. So what happened to the people of the book? I thought you said back in surah 10 that, if you have a doubt, just go to the people of the book. It is He who evicted those who disbelieve among the people of the book. What did they disbelieve about? Can you make up your mind, Allah? You said the book is fine. You said everyone will go to heaven as long as you believe in God, whether you're a Christian, Jew, and Sabian. You see how bipolar Allah is? You see when Muslims don't know how to defend their books? That their only way is to get out of the conversation. Look. I have to do the Zakir Naik voice. Brothers and sisters, you see, sometimes you have to go look at the book yourself. Just read it. I'm telling you. I promise you. It will be absolutely 100,000 million billion 1,000% very good. Oh my gosh. There's a people of the book from their homes at the first mobilization. Where the hell does first mobilization happen? Oh, and then that's how you get the title of your chapter, the mobilization. You did not think they would leave, and they thought their fortress would protect them from Allah. But like Allah came at them from where like they were never expected. And they threw terror into their hearts. Ooh, Allah likes to do terroristic type of stuff. And once again, these kind of stories, it's almost like you're coming in the middle of a conversation like, what fortress you're talking about? They would leave, but they thought their fortress would protect them. Like where? Can you elaborate yourself more, Allah? When the living God we serve is always protecting us. You best believe. Because so far you're not doing a good job with Hamas, or Gaza I should say. They wrecked their homes with their own hands and by the hand of the believers. Therefore take a lesson, O you who have insight. Who goes around? Like what would any Christian could just go around and wreck their homes? Let's just talk about the Islamists, but Allah came at them from where they never expected, and they threw terror into their hearts. They wrecked their homes with their own hands. No, we don't do that, but something you Islamists like to do. Verse 3, had Allah decreed exile for them? Once again, Allah speaking from a first point of view, allegedly, Allah is writing on Himself. So Allah saying that Allah made a decree. Great job, buddy. He would have punished them in this life. But in the hereafter, they will have the punishment of the fire. Boo. See, what I noticed with these same repetitive ayat, everything is, this is the problem why Muslims have a hard time with God speaking in a way of talking love, forgiveness. Allah's almighty, I'm all about all-powerful, blah, 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 blah. Come on now, don't you think stuff like that, we know that already? God alone can do all these things. But because of his magnificent creation of wisdom, there's more to it besides, I am almighty, all-powerful. Come on now. Verse 4. That is because they oppose Allah and His messenger. Allah and His messenger. See, you worship Muhammad. I don't care whether you like it or not. You do it so blindly. You guys kissed a stone. And I find it mind-boggling how they act like, oh, it's not a worship, it's just from Allah. Or, you're not really showing a worship, but you cry about us praising Jesus. What I see, which I think is even much better, because we are being in the image of God. Just because I never see Him, I can't think of any other better way that God would come, but in the creation that He made in His image. Even Muhammad said in a way, oh, you'll recognize the one by when you recognize the shape of his face or body, he said in parts of the hadith. So Allah, once again talking to Himself, can't even make up His mind. They oppose Allah and His messenger. Everything's all about Allah and the messenger. Allah and the messenger. Sometimes wonder if they're specific which messenger. Quran only explains 4 times about Muhammad. Nothing much about him, though. Verse 5. Whether you cut down a tree or leave it standing on its trunk, it is by Allah's will He will surely disgrace the sinners. Whether you cut down a tree or leave it standing on its trunk, it is by His will He will surely disgrace the sinners. So what does that have to do with this analogy of cutting the tree? Verse 6. Whatever Allah has bestowed upon His messenger from them, you spared neither horse nor camel for them. But Allah gives authority to His messenger. Over whomever He wills, Allah is able to do all things. Everything is all about able to do all things. Whoever He wills is all about Allah and His messenger. Supposedly that's Him talking. He can't say, I'm doing this. No, Allah will be doing this. What does that tell you about how phony that these people, these caravan robbers did, writing this book without even thinking on how the sentence will go? What else we got? Whatever Allah restored to His messenger from the inhabitants. It's like a whole different subject it all goes through. I'm not even going to read all of it. That's how boring these stories get. You see how we take our time, and you see how problematic this is? Whatever Allah restored to His messenger from the inhabitants of the villages belongs to Allah, and to the messenger, and to the relatives, the orphans, the poor, to the wayfarer, so that it may circulate solely between wealthy among you. Whatever the messenger gives you, accept it, and whatever he forbids you, abstain from it. And fear Allah. Allah's severe punishment. Yes, do whatever Muhammad says, because Muhammad is Allah. So don't tell me over here that it's not an act of worship. No matter how you try to twist it. He took the name of God. Muhammad technically is the name of Jesus that's referred to the praised one. All Muhammad is nothing but a Khatam, aka Abu Qasim, a ordinary Joe Schmo dirtbag from the land of the camel jockeys. Let's see what else we got. To the poor refugees who were driven out their homes and their possessions as they sought the favor of Allah and His approval and came to the aid of Allah and His messenger. These are the sincere. Like, what is the story going at? Like what's going on? You're torturing people. What did these poor refugees do? Were driven out of their homes. What happened to the homes? Who attacked them? Was it you, Muhammad? And they want to come in here and pretend to be the hero? And those who before them had settled in the homeland and had accepted faith, they love those who emigrated to them and find no hesitation in their hearts in helping them. They give them priority over themselves, even if they themselves are needy. Whoever is protected from his natural greed, it is they who are the successful. Like, where's the story going at? See, it starts out with something stupid. When you get caught off guard in the middle, like, oh, look, it sounds good. It's all about who settled their homeland. And, like, number one, Muhammad can't even give a good, proper sentence about where it's going on, where the narrative of the story is going. What is the moral behind the story? It's all about, I did this, you did that. I helped the needy. Yes, we help poor too. Every other false religion has some generalization of serving the poor or whatever it may be. Oh, let's see. What's another one to choose? I don't feel like going through all of it. Let's see. Fear of you is more into verse 13. Fear of you is more intense in their hearts than fear of Allah. That is because they are not a people who do not understand. I don't know. You can't even explain yourself, Allah. Oh, they do not understand. You're crying more, Allah. You're complaining more. You can't even explain your whole foundation. You can't even explain who you yourself are, Allah. In the verse 14, they will not fight you altogether except from fortified strongholds or from behind walls. Oh, their hostility towards each other is severe. Nobody's trying to start with you. I think the problem is you started all this fight, and then you don't expect people to fight back. So this is how these Islamic concepts do it. They're offensive religion, and a religion that's based on fighting offensively, not defensively. Because once they get what they want, their mindset is nobody can fight them. I'm special. I'm a Muslim. Only I can come to you offensively. And if you try to retaliate back, then I'm going to twist it and lie. I have to defend myself. Pathetic. Let me see. He is Allah. Verse 24, the last one I'm just going to read. Let me go 23, 24. You see how Allah is just talking to somebody else? Supposedly that's the main Allah talking. But Allah is referring to someone else, another Allah. He is Allah, besides whom there is no God. The sovereign, the holy, the peace giver, the faith giver. I swear, you find Allah. Every chapter you start off in the Quran is all about, I am Allah, the powerful, blah, 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 blah. Like, dude, we get it. He is Allah, the creator, the maker, the designer. Ha 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 ha. His are the most beautiful names. Whatever is in the heaven and the earth glorifies him. He is majestic and wise. Doesn't it sound like Satan, all that brag? But yet you can't even explain your own foundation? I can make up any story. Yeah, Allah, my other agnostic God. He is the awesomest. He liked to smoke pot. Yes, he allows us to do all kinds of things with all kinds of women. I don't know, just making stuff up. So there you have it, guys. Surah 59, Al-Hashr, which means the price is right. The mobilization. We're mobilizing, baby. Because I like to mobilize and brag myself how awesome and pathetic I am. And how pathetic the Quran is. So there you have it, folks. Another wisdom from the Quran. All you smart people out there, I'm pretty sure you would agree with me of how... I don't know what else to say. You can see the patheticness. There's no way it could convince anyone to follow this religion. So God bless you all. Muslims, please come home to Jesus. Stop following these lies from the Quran. As you can see, Allah is bipolar, can't make up himself. Can't even make up his mind. That's the word I was looking for. He can't make up his mind what he wants to do, what he wants to say. Alright, guys. God bless you all. Talk to you all soon.